Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Rock Shop with Ralph, your source for all things entertainment. Tonight, we have a very special guest. She is a Frontiers SRI recording artist whose album just charted at number 27 in the U.S. I think we have a budding superstar here. Let's give it up for Miss Chez Kane.
Hey, everyone. It's lovely to be here. Thank you.
Right. How are you, Chez?
My head is in the clouds, as you can imagine, but I'm good. I'm very excitable.
Yeah, that's awesome because let me go through this first. Okay. Number 27 in the US, number 17 in Sweden, number 65 in Germany, and wait, here's this in her home country, number 8 in the UK. How's that?
Pretty insane.
That is pretty damn good.
I wasn't expecting it. It's just mad. It's crazy.
Well, I was expecting it because I'm telling you, I'm a huge fan. I've been listening to this CD well over a week now since I got it. And we discussed this before the show. I'm a product of the 80s, believe it or not. I had long hair, I had spandex, I had the Aquanet, I had the whole thing. And this
and I have asked for evidence of this.
Yes,
I need
I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send it to you. But it puts me right back there. I mean, anybody that's listening, if you're a fan of the big melodic 80s sounding bands, like I am, I can go a little bit harder, but my heart is always with that. Miss Chez Kane has it down pat. And I'm telling you, she's going places, and I'm so happy to have her on my show.
Oh, wow. That's just like, it's crazy to hear that I'm reaching everybody all over the world, and thank you so much.
You're reaching people in Queens, New York. How's that?
It's mad.
Can't you tell? We always talk about my accent. You know, it's funny. But yeah, Queens, New York. So, and my show, I interviewed somebody from France. I interviewed, a lot of local bands and a lot of national acts. So we're all over the spectrum here.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so cool that social media lets you do this now. It's
right.
Really cool.
Yep. And that's what we're on. We're going to be on Facebook. I'm recording this. It'll be posted later. But thank you very much for being on the show. I have to say that.
No problem at all.
Now, I gave you the accolades, which are well-deserved. Let's get started. You started with your two sisters in a band called Kane. Hence your last name, Kane.
Yeah.
Kane. How is that going? Is that done? Or are you guys still together and you're just embarking on a solo career, or it's what do you think?
So we are still together as Kane. When the pandemic hit, it was a bit unfortunate for us because we're actually a 7-piece band. So we're fronted by me and my sisters, but we are a 7-piece. And it's been very difficult to get together. So we haven't been able to get together at all throughout the pandemic.
I know the feeling.
But obviously we want to do another album at some point. So yes, but it's a bit slow at the moment. Yeah. But it's given me time as well to work on the solo stuff. So.
Right, which we're going to talk about. Now, you hooked up with Danny Rexen, the guitarist and lead singer from Crazy Licks, who I'm crazy about, by the way. Guys, I got to let you know, Crazy Licks are a Swedish hard rock band with the totally 80s sound. And I'm telling you, I don't know why they're not over here, because I would love to see them. I really would love to see them.
They are insanely good.
I can't say enough about them. And props to Danny, because he captured your sound so great on this album. So you guys should check out Crazy Licks as well. Check them out. And Danny Rexen is the producer, and he did a great job with Chez. So how did you hook up with Danny? I don't mean hook up with Danny. I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I know you're dating. I seen your boyfriend. I seen the video. So I'm sorry if he's there.
No, it was really out of the blue. So Danny came up with this idea to do the project because he felt like the female rocker of today was missing in the market, and he wanted to scout a female singer, and came across one of my YouTube videos, which I'm really glad that I started doing YouTube videos for this.
That's right, which we're going to talk about too, because I posted them too. Go ahead, keep going.
So he found me from my YouTube videos and then went on to contact me. And from there, then I went on to demo some tracks, which he was very happy with. He presented the tracks to Frontiers. They were very happy. And then the rest is history.
Props to Frontiers Records. Mr. Serafino Perugino. See, he's Italian, so am I.
Cool.
They're based in Italy. There you go. I can't say enough about him because he has that heart, the 80s melodic bands down pat as well.
Definitely, yeah. I'm part of the Frontiers family now.
Yes, you are, and doing quite well, and I'm so happy for you. Believe me, I am. So now I gotta say this. How's this? And I'd love to have this on your bio. When I hear Chez Kane, I think if Joe Elliott and Pat Benatar had a love child, it would be Chez Kane, because that's how good her voice is and how she sounds.
Oh, I love that.
What do you think of that, Chez?
I'm chuffed with that. I love that.
Okay, because now a lot of people are saying Vixen, Janet Gardner, which I do hear. I do. Hear, but these songs you have on this album, I can't consider myself half a singer that you are. I don't know how you're going to play, if you can play these 10 songs back to back. They're so hard to do. I mean, you probably do it effortlessly, but they're tough songs, and you need a great set of pipes to do that. And I know you have them.
They are tough songs, and the toughest song to actually record had to be Midnight Rendezvous. But
my favorite song on the album.
But I like. I was
going to say that. Let me get to that. Damn, you jumped the gun. No, I'm only kidding.
I'm sorry.
I'm like it. That's my favorite song on the album. That is my favorite song on the album. I listened to that, and my hand on a stack of Bibles. I listened to that 4 times. I have an hour's drive from work to here, and I listened to that 4 times today.
Whoa.
Midnight Rendezvous. Ladies and gentlemen, start with, the album is great. We're going to talk about the songs, but Midnight Rendezvous, it reminds me kind of like Ballroom Blitz from Sweet.
Oh,
it's got that beat. See, I know my stuff. Yeah. I know my stuff. It's got that beat. It's you know, but listen to it. I'm telling you, take it from Uncle Ralph. That's my favorite song on the album.
I'm looking forward to performing that one live. It is the ball breaker of the album.
I'm looking forward to seeing you live. So I want you over here. Tell Sedofino he's got to put some money up, and we got to get you over here.
Okay, you tell him. You tell him yourself. Tell him now.
I'm going to tell him, because I have a couple of more Frontiers artists coming on here.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes. So,
but anyway, you saying Joe Elliott and Pat Benatar is crazy because Def Leppard were my first band that I fell in love with for rock music.
Right.
And Pat Benatar was the first female singer that I discovered in rock as well, because my sister was playing a Pat Benatar album, and that's when I started looking up to the more female rocker side. So you nailed that on the head.
Damn right I did. I told you I know my stuff, and I'm a fan first and foremost, and I hear what I hear, and I'm telling you. And Pat Benatar, that is a total compliment, because she's almost 70 years old, and she still brings it. Sounds the same as she did back in 79, 80.
Oh, she's insanely good.
You know, before I get to the songs on the album, I want to talk about one of your YouTube videos, because I am a huge, I don't know if you can see my tattoo. Dio fan. Long live rock and roll. I always show that on the show when somebody mentions Dio. I get goosebumps. Rainbow in the Dark. You really brought that.
Rainbow in the Dark is my favorite Dio song.
That's awesome. That's one of my favorites as well. I mean, I can go on and on about Dio. We could talk for another hour about Dio, but for you to do that one and do it well, I give you props, Chez.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes. So now let's get to the album. All right. I just want to go over some songs that really hit home for me. And I'm trying to give everybody I'm going to give everybody a little basic scope of the album. Okay,
cool.
Let's go with Too Late for Love, the first one. I posted that on my page, one of the first singles. That reminds me of like Bon Jovi, I Die For You.
Okay.
You remember that song?
Yeah.
87, Off Slippery Rim Wet, I Die For You. Okay, reminds me of that one. That's a great song. The next single, Rocket on the Radio. Now that one's really taken off because I seen the video of the two young girls singing.
Oh yeah, that was mad.
Right? Yeah.
That was so cool, yeah.
Yeah, so you're really hitting home with some of these songs because you have fan base making videos. They're posting them. So I mean that really's got to do it for you. Also, you jumped the gun. We talked about Midnight Rendezvous. That is my favorite song on the radio. On the album. Favorite song. That reminds me of Ballroom Blitz. The next one, you got 2 keyboard heavy. So like there's a lot of keys all over the album. But towards the end of the album, you get a little more keys. Die in the Name of Love.
Yeah.
That's a heavy keyboard song. And Dead End Street. And one other song I want to talk about is called Ball and Chain. See, I always try to give you a synopsis of what it sounds like. That reminds me of Eddie Money's Walk on Water because you have the na-na-nas in there.
Okay, I don't think I've heard that one.
You never heard Eddie Money, Walk on Water?
No.
Look up that song.
And you're the first person to say that because a lot of people reference that one to Bon Jovi.
You can say Bon Jovi about the whole album. I'm giving you the true fan synopsis. If you go on YouTube and Eddie Money Walk on Water, listen to the na 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 na. You have that in the beginning of it. That's what it sounds like.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
And that's a compliment because flattery is the best form of compliments. I got to ask you. So, you mentioned Pat Benatar and you mentioned Joe Elliott. Some of your influences growing up.
It's really hard for me when people ask me about my influences because I get influenced by so many different singers, genres, bands. My first influence had to be obviously my dad because he was the person that I looked up to growing up and I wanted to be a singer like him because he sings as well. And then I got influenced by my sister because she started singing before me. And then obviously I discovered Def Leppard.
What's your favorite Def Leppard album?
Yeah, my favorite Def Leppard album.
Yes.
Well, the first one that was actually bought for me was the best of, unfortunately.
All right, well, that's a good start.
Yeah, because I wasn't there in the 80s when they were all coming out, and that's the first album my parents bought me when I discovered Def Leppard. But obviously, I love Hysteria. It's a good album.
See, I knew you would say that. Everybody goes to Hysteria, but you got to go through On Through the Night or High and Dry. Those are great albums.
Yeah, and the reason I'm saying Hysteria right now is because it's actually the album that I've had on quite a lot throughout the pandemic. But they've got so many great albums. I love Def Leppard.
And it took them years to make that album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't know the story. They had a lot of bad luck. Rick Allen. That's when Rick Allen lost his arm.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it was like from 83 to 87. It was like 82, like 5 or 6 years and millions of dollars. But it was worth it. Sold a lot of copies.
That's why it's such an iconic album. Then.
Yeah, it sold a lot of copies.
And that's why everybody loves it so much. Obviously the hard work that went into it. But I love Hysteria. And then obviously I went on to get influenced by lots of genres of rock. I like heavier rock as well. I'm highly influenced by a band called Alter Bridge.
Mark Tremonti from Creed.
I have the Blackbird album artwork tattooed on my back.
Miles Kennedy.
Yes.
Miles Kennedy, the singer. Sure. They're a great band, very underrated.
Yeah.
It's just the landscape in America. I'm telling you, it's not like over there, hard rock bands and nowadays, I mean, they don't do as well as they did before, so, but they're a very, very good band. Yeah,
they're quite big over here in the UK. And yeah, I have the Blackbird artwork tattooed on my back.
Wow, awesome. See, we do what we love. We do what we love,
right? Do what we gotta do.
If I could put all my bands, I was gonna put Kiss. I said, I don't know about Kiss. I could put maybe Gene Simmons, but we'll see what'll happen. But Dio is one of my heroes and one of the nicest human beings I've ever met in my life. Excuse me. And I wanted to give him props, so I put him on my arm. I put him on before he passed away.
Oh, wow. But I've never had the chance to see him live.
Oh my God.
Oh, I know.
You talk about a guy that was 5'5", maybe 100 pounds, and to belt it out with no warm-ups. You're a singer. He never warmed up. He would just go.
I'm kind of like that sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, he would. I know if I'm playing a stupid CD bar and my voice starts cracking after the second song, this guy would get up every night and belt out, Heaven and Hell, Rainbow in the Dark, Holy Diver, just all these crazy songs that it would take some people years to master, and he would do it. But
I've seen a few live footage on YouTube and stuff, but yeah, gutted I'm never going to see him live.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's sadly now we're talking about the 80s genre, right? A lot of bands that I grew up on, they're fading away because they're getting into the late 60s, early 70s, and they're trying to pass the torch. But you're never going to have another band like Dio or Black Sabbath. You're never going to have a band like that. Kiss, I'm a huge Kiss fan. I don't know if you are. You can see my memorabilia in the place here.
I do like Kiss, yeah.
All right. You're not going to have a band like that. And Paul Stanley's voice is not the same. It's very hard to stay the course over a 40, 50-year career.
Well, they're the originals.
That's right.
They're amazing.
And we're lucky we had the music that'll live on forever.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Now, another thing I got to mention about this album. When you guys, everybody that's watching this interview now, when you listen to this album from start to finish, I can picture an 80s movie going on. I mean, if I wanted to remake a movie today, like The Goonies or Can't Buy Me Love or Last American Virgin, that was a movie. I could go on any John Hughes movie, who was a great director, Pretty in Pink, Some Kind of Wonderful. This would be the soundtrack. I stake my reputation on it. And Chez has no qualms about me saying this because she went for the entire 80s sound of this album and she got it. And me, I am a product of the 80s. I told her, we mentioned this, I had the spandex, I had the hair, I had the, I loved hair metal law. Hold your ears for a second. Hold your ears. Cock rock, if you want to call it, guys. Whatever you want to call it, I love it. And this is for Chez.
Oh, thank you.
You covered your ears. You didn't hear Uncle Ralph say that.
I didn't hear it, honestly.
Okay, because that's what a lot of people call it. Yeah, so I really hear an 80s like soundtrack. Any one of these songs could be on a movie, an 80s movie that would happen right now.
Oh, I totally agree. I love all like the good soundtracks, like on Top Gun as well, and The Lost Boys, and
there you go.
Yes.
Or the sappy movie where the nerd loves the girl loves somebody else, and at the end the nerd gets the girl. That's the soundtrack. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, exactly.
And these are all great compliments, Chez. I'm telling you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So, all right, a couple more things. What would be your dream tour that you could go on like right now, if you could hook up with somebody?
What, to support or?
Well, you don't never know. You might be a headliner soon if your album keeps going up the charts.
Well, I'm going to aim high, and obviously because they're my first love to rock music, I'd love to go on tour with Def Leppard.
All right, good. I'd love to see
love
that. And they're UK boys.
Yes, they are.
You're not from? Oh, you're from Wales. You said they're from Sheffield.
Yeah, so they're about 5 hours drive away.
5 hours? All right, listen, for a rock band, I driven more than 5 hours to see a band.
That's dedication.
So you drive there.
Good man.
Thank you. You drive there. You get on their bus, and you'll go on tour with them.
I've done the same. I've done the same to see Alter Bridge. I've traveled quite far.
That would be awesome. Here's a little tidbit you might not know about Alter Bridge. The lead singer, Miles Kennedy. Have you ever seen the movie Rockstar?
I have. I know he's at the end.
Yeah. Chez, all right. Chez knew that.
Woohoo!
Holy crap. Chez, they call me the king of useless information, and most people don't know it. Chez knows it. Oh, I love this girl. That's awesome. Holy crap. Way to go, Chez. I give you a gold.
You can't be a Miles fan and not know that.
Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Most people are like, really? What? And wait, who is that movie based on?
Who's the movie based on?
Uh-oh, I think I might have got you. And I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm just going to tell you.
Well, I know the singer of Steel Heart is...
Mike Mikovic is the singer. He was doing the vocals in real life. He's the voice. But that movie was based on Tim Ripper Owens from Judas Priest.
Ah, no way. I didn't know that.
Yes. What I'll tell you is...
there we go.
The band in the movie was called Steel Dragon.
Yeah.
And what happened was Rob Halford left Judas Priest, and Judas Priest hired a Priest cover band singer, Tim Ripper Owens, who's a great vocalist, great singer, plays in the Dio Disciples now, to front the band. They did 2 albums with him, and they made a movie about it, but they never acknowledged Judas Priest. They never paid them. So Judas Priest would never talk about that. Would never talk about that movie.
Wow,
so there's a little bit of trivia.
I didn't know that. So you learn something new every day.
That's great. So what's next for Chez? What's going to happen? Do we know with this pandemic? Do you hear about any touring?
I'm just taking every day as it comes at the moment, because I don't know how it is over there, but in the UK, every day is changing. And if I could, I would be out there promoting the album right now. I'm gutted that I'm not on the road right now. I've got a few gigs that have been booked in for later in the year. Whether they happen or not is another thing. So next for me, hopefully, is gigging. But at the moment, I've just got to promote the album as much as I can at home by talking to lovely people like you.
Thank you so much. See, I told you this was going to be a conventional interview. I make it fun. I try to make it fun for everyone. Yeah, Ches, I got to give it to you. I'm a huge fan. I got to ask you just a couple more questions. What are some of your? I told you my favorite tracks on the album. I know you said Midnight Rendezvous was the hardest to do. What are some of your favorites on the album?
Okay, so Better Than Love is my absolute favorite of the album, and it's because it's the first song that I demoed, and it's the song that made me fall in love with doing this project. And obviously when I heard the sax solo, I thought of the Lost Boys straight away, and I had goosebumps. I was like, yes, come on.
Oh, you're a big fan of the Lost Boys?
I am. It's one of my favorite movies.
Cool.
So yeah, that one. I love all of them for different reasons. But yeah, Midnight Rendezvous and Better Than Love.
Best song on the album. Best song on the album.
And then obviously there's Rocket on the Radio and Ball and Chain that I feel like are going to be, and all of it are going to be good anthem songs to perform live. So I'm looking forward to performing them live.
Yes. So we know your dream tour is going to be Def Leppard and Chez Kane.
Oh yeah.
We're going to make that happen.
And Crazy Licks and Chez Kane has to happen as well, obviously.
Crazy Licks.
We need to come to the US.
I hate to see that, but you got to come here. I can't come over there. I mean, well, I'd love to. Unless you guys want to put me up, I'll interview the whole band, everything. Come on, bring Uncle Ralph over there. I'll come over there. I'll put you on the show, and you know, I'll show you pictures of me with my hair and my spandex.
No, you'll have to get a wig. You'll have to do the whole look.
Never happened, Ches. Never happened. Never happened. There was that one time when I had a lampshade on my head. That was about it. Oh, here's what I want to mention to you before you go. Johnny Gioeli. You know that name?
Say that again?
Johnny Gioeli.
Johnny Gioeli.
Okay, Johnny Gioeli was in the band Hardline.
Oh, right, yeah.
He's also a label mate of yours. He's going to be coming on my show. Now, the next album, I want you and him, because you both have that perfect 80s sounding voice, and a duet, something, because I'm going to put him on the spot. I'm going to say, get this girl on your CD, because this girl brings it. Johnny Gioeli. He was in the band.
Yeah, I know Johnny. I've spoken to him before because Kane was supposed to be supporting Hardline for a show.
Right. He's on Frontiers Records. Right. He's Alessandro Davecchio, another Italian who's a mega producer for Frontiers. He works with him. He works with that band. He's in Hardline with Johnny. Yeah, well, I would love to see you do something with them.
Yeah, he's got an incredible voice, Johnny has.
Right. Now, I said your influence, to me, you sounded like, I told you, if Joe Elliott and Pat Benatar had a love child, it would be Chez Kane. We already established that.
I love that.
Put that on your bio on your page, okay? Uncle Ralph said it. From the Rock Shop with Ralph. You heard it here first. But anybody else as far as, and I don't want to put you on the spot with the women of rock, but let's say some of the women. What do you say? Who would you say? I mean, you could say the standard, Lita Ford, Janet Gardner.
Who you think I'm influenced by? Or
I told you. I think it's Pat Benatar. I think it's Robin Beck.
I was going to say Robin Beck, yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so I first discovered Pat Benatar, and then it went on to then discovering like Robin Beck, and then I discovered Vixen. So yeah, highly influenced by all these incredible women, and it's pretty insane being in the same category. That's
right. Now Vixen has a new lead singer. Her name is Lorraine Lewis. She was in the band called Femme Fatale. She's supposed to be doing my show. She has to get back to me. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. She sounds amazing as well. Because Janet Gardner is no longer the lead singer. It's Lorraine Lewis.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. How about like a triple package, Bill? We can even do this. So maybe Women of Rock.
Yeah.
Lita Ford, Vixen, Chez Kane.
Wow.
With special guest, Pat Benatar.
That sounds so cool.
Yes. All right, so listen, I know you're you're pressed for time. You're in the UK. I want to thank you so much. It's been an honor and a privilege to interview you. I hope you had fun.
I did. I had loads of fun. And I just want to say thank you for the interest in doing the interview and the help to spread the word about Chez Kane. Yeah.
Chez Kane, baby. Chez Kane, the Dio fan.
Yeah.
The Dio fan. And the Alter Bridge fan. And she knew, what did you know about Rockstar?
Rockstar, Miles Kennedy.
You knew it was Miles Kennedy. That was great. That was great, Chez. You get extra, you get a gold star for that.
I get a gold star.
On this interview, I'm going to put a gold star right there.
You better do that.
I'm going to do it. So now you can find Chez Kane on her Facebook page.
Yeah.
You could also find her at Chez Kane Music on the Facebook page, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
There's also a Chez. I looked this up today. There's a Chez Kane Australia fan page. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, that's
right. Yeah. So I've got two group pages. There's a Chez Kane community and there's Chez Kane Australia. That's been set up by my lovely fans and friends.
That's right. It's all about social media these days. You know, you got to stay on. You know that. And you could also check her out on the Frontiers website, which is frontiers.it/home. And it's on my page as well. And there's also videos up on my page of Chez singing her heart out, which is great. So anything you want to say before we wrap it up, Chez?
I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has reached out to me since the album came out. You guys are absolutely awesome. I had no idea it was going to reach you guys over in the US. And it's a lovely feeling. And just thank you so much for the support. I'm really glad you're enjoying the album. You have all been letting me know on social media. And yeah, just keep rocking.
And another thing, last thing, like I said, a big shout out to Danny Rexen for doing this album, for capturing the sound of the 80s, for bringing me back to 1989 all over again. What a great sounding album. And I'm a huge fan of Crazy Licks. You did a great job, Danny. I can't give you enough props. Check out Crazy Licks as well. I know this is about Chez, but Danny produced the album and he's with Crazy Licks.
Danny did an awesome job of that. And hopefully I will come out to the US and do some shows for you guys.
Yes. And you have got my permission? Facebook page. You have my permission. And we'll get together somehow. If you come here, I guarantee you I'm going to be there. I can guarantee
awesome.
it. All right, Chez, just hold on one second.